Tonight, live from the Tom O'Neill Studios. Okay, live tonight from the Tom O'Neill Memorial Studios at Park Forest Apartment Complex in Jackson, Michigan. This is Steve Sporty Balls, and tonight we're loaded and our balls look good. Now, here's our host, Big Mouth, Steve, the Baxman Baxley. And good evening, everybody. Welcome to another great program in the series of great shows. At least this one will be sort of near great. You know what I feel like today? It's Monday. Just wring the hair, and there we go. There we go. We live to serve you, folks, and tonight is no different. We're going to do things a little strange tonight because last night, if you missed out on a first for us as we come to you tonight with, of course, our good luck charm. We don't even have the music yet, but we will. From the Desilu microphones, or microphone, here in beautiful Jackson, Michigan, I welcome you. I am Steve, the Baxman Baxley. And I got to tell you something. I've never felt more better and more alive in my life. Last night we did something we've been wanting to do for eons and eons, and we finally did it. We were not censored. We were not copyright stricken. But we did damn good attempt at doing a WrestleMania watch party. I did some commentary last night, and I've never felt more alive than I did. But then again, I'll have something to say tonight. Right now, I just want to say thank you. And for you folks who enjoyed that, we're going to be doing more of that in the weeks, months to come. So, no matter what happens, we're going to just do what we do best, but we're going to rock it, and we're going to rock it good, and we're going to rock it hard. And with that said, let's get on with it, shall we? Yes, we shall. We're getting on with it right now. We're not doing the scores yet because we got some other news for you, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, as we speak, we're now into the live national title between UConn and Purdue. Now, again, we cannot show you highlights. We cannot even bring you play-by-play of this very important thing. We weren't even supposed to be on tonight. We were supposed to follow this big event, but we have decided to hell with broadcast rules. We are a show that caters to sports. By the way, it is 32-30 the Huskies. We're 2 minutes before the half. Okay. With that said, let's give you a live update on the post-WrestleMania Raw. Now, we never do this, but we must because, well, just because we can. We're going straight to Wrestling Inc. to give you, now usually we just give you the event. We don't go for the BS. But now, tonight, we do it. And we start off with WrestleMania 40. the first WrestleMania under the Paul Levesque WWE era. Cody Rhodes became the new undisputed WWE Universal Champion. We provided the play-by-play here in our beautiful studios. The promotion is right now reportedly going to move away from the vision that disgraced WWE chairman Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr., who resigned from the promotion in January following a lawsuit accusing him of sex trafficking and abuse from a former lover. Fightful Selects reports that WWE is distancing themselves from McMahon. Was the big theme of WrestleMania 40, with the promotion looking to make clear that McMahon was not only gone from the WWE but had no pathway back. This will be welcome news for those looking to enjoy tonight's post-WrestleMania episode of Raw, which those in WWE expect to be a sharp contrast to last year when McMahon significantly changed the show from its original plan. Overall, the move towards a new era has led to renewed optimism within WWE, as well as many of McMahon's previous standards and rules being abandoned. This includes confirmation that WWE would be moving away from the term sports entertainment, though no official edict has been decreed on the matter, and the term pro wrestling no longer be seen as a dirty word. The same can't be said about McMahon, because every time you mention Vincent McMahon, scumbucket is the thought. His name will no longer be uttered on WWE programming, and archive footage of him will not be used unless absolutely necessary. With that said, let's go to our update. Let's go to the live Raw update, shall we? Okay, welcome to, now, these are all courtesy of Wrestling Inc. Aside from Raw General Manager Adam Pearce revealing that the first hour of Raw after WrestleMania 40 will be commercial-free, nothing else has been officially announced for tonight's show, but there's sure to be much fallout from the two-night premiere live event. Cody Rhodes finished the story last night when he finally took the undisputed WWE Universal Championship from Roman Reigns. While the match was Bloodline rules due to Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins losing a tag team match to Reigns and The Rock the night prior, Rhodes received some help in evening the odds against the Bloodline from not just Seth freaking Rollins, Jey Uso, John Cena, and The Undertaker. Rhodes wasn't the only superstar who won a championship at the two-night premium live event, as Judgment Day's Damian Priest shocked everyone just when Drew McIntyre was celebrating his winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship from Seth freaking Rollins. CM Punk was in commentary, and you know what that means. Yep. Polar opposites. And oopsie. Looks like Drew McIntyre became the former. Why? Because Damian Priest showed up. Cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase to become the new title holder. And from what I understand, Drew McIntyre was not too happy. Tony Khan, you may want to sign him now. Gunther had a history-making reign as the longest Intercontinental Champion at 666 days. That was a devil, isn't he? However, it came to an end on Saturday when Sami Zayn dethroned him to mark his fourth time as the title holder, having two previous reigns in 2020 and a third in 2022. The Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championship belts were separated for the first time since May 2022. On Saturday, when Awesome Truth won the Raw Tag Team Championship, and A-Town Down Under won the SmackDown Championship. The two teams both emerged victorious after climbing a ladder to win their respective titles to defeat New Day, New Catch Republic, and DYI, and former title holders Finn Balor and Damian Priest in a six-pack challenge ladder match. So Triple H began by talking, and he thanked everyone and welcomed fans to Raw. And he's happy to now welcome the man that will be ushering in the new era, Cody Rhodes. Triple H congratulates Rhodes, and he speaks. He throws it to a video showing several highlights, a moment of Rhodes' WWE career, and a few in the indies. No AEW video clips. Rhodes hugs him when the video finishes. We then hear from Cody Rhodes, and The Rock's music hits. He makes his way down to the ring with his People's Championship in hand. He says he came to the ring to deliver flowers to Rhodes and to tell Philadelphia they broke another record for the largest gathering of trailer park trash. I wish he'd stop talking about his family. He says it's just him and Rhodes here tonight. Then says he beat Reigns in the middle of the ring at WrestleMania. He says he's tried doing everything in his power to keep Rhodes from winning. Then says Rhodes' mother had a big smile on her face as did Dusty Rhodes in heaven. The Rock says Dusty was his hero and says they were good friends that ran up and down the roads. He said he didn't care if his own dad was proud of the things he did to Rhodes. Then says Rhodes finished his story to get a brand new belt with brand new side plates. He asked Rhodes if he can hold the undisputed WWE Universal Championship and assures him that there will be no harm if he hands him the title. He says he's held many titles, but not the one that Rhodes holds. Rhodes says The Rock can hold his title for a moment as long as The Rock lets him hold the People's Championship. The Rock agrees, and the pair swap titles. The Rock puts the undisputed heavyweight Universal Championship on his shoulder and says it feels right. He hands Rhodes back his title and takes back the People's Championship. The Rock thanks Rhodes and says he has to go away for a while. Says he doesn't want to leave after he and Rhodes made wrestling cool again. But when he comes back, whether or not Rhodes is champion, he's coming back for him. Rhodes says he's looking forward to it, and The Rock tells him that while he beat Reigns in the middle of the ring, he beat him in the middle of the ring less than 24 hours before. He said, while Rhodes' story with Reigns is over, their story is just beginning. It's a cabaret, my friends. We had our first match in the Paul Levesque era of WWE Monday Night Raw. Ilya Dragunov versus Shinsuke Nakamura. The winner of that was Dragunov. We hear from the Judgment Day, which looks a bit naked with only 2 belts. Balor said to all the haters, doubters, everyone who thought that Rhea Ripley wouldn't be able to retain her title against Becky Lynch or Damian Priest would be able to successfully cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase, they were all wrong. Dominic then introduces Ripley, and she makes her way down to the ring. She says WrestleMania was almost perfect, while Judgment Day has a couple of new problems to deal with. 2 things came out of WrestleMania weekend. She says, Mommy is always on top. Well, that's true. Just ask her husband. And a new era of Judgment Day has begun. Finn Balor then introduces Damian Priest. And he makes a little speech. Then R-Truth appears out of nowhere and joins in with his Raw Tag Team Championship. He says he brought back his title to Judgment Day, but he's only one half of the title he holds. The Miz's music hits, and he makes his way down to the ring. Miz tells Truth he doesn't want to be in Judgment Day, but neither does Truth. Priest reiterates that Truth isn't in Judgment Day before Miz introduces him and Truth as the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Balor says it won't be funny when they have a short reign, and challenges them to put their titles on the line in a tag match. Truth says him and Miz can't because there's three of them, to the confusion of both Balor and Miz. Miz checks to make sure that it isn't Little Jimmy, and Truth says it'll be a six-man tag match against him, Miz, and the guy he can't see. Judgment Day agrees, and Truth looks to introduce him and Miz's tag team partner. Balor, Dominic, McDonald, and blindside Truth and Miz. They dump the pair out of the ring, and it's on. It's a 2-on-3 handicap match. And the winner of that, wow, John Cena and Awesome Truth. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Bronson Reed had a video as he stands next to his Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale and says a message to Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso, and Ricochet ahead of their fatal four-way number one contenders match. We see Dominic back from break. We see Dominic and Ripley talk about what just happened. Ripley says Dominic's problem is with Andrade El Idolo for turning on him on SmackDown this past Friday. Dominic leads to talk to Adam Pearce. Liv Morgan then throws a chair at Ripley and attacks her before officials pull her off. Now back at ringside, it was Indy Hartwell with Candice LeRae versus Roxanne Perez, and the winner of that was Roxanne Perez. And we hear from Sami Zayn. Zayn says he can't take credit because he had a lot of help from fans. He says fans helped him believe in himself. Seeing his wife and son before WrestleMania's match against Gunther helped him. Seeing his brother Kevin Owens helped him. Imperium's music hits, and Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci make their way down to the ring. Kaiser said Gunther put in tons of hard work and dedication to make the Intercontinental Championship the most prestigious title in all of WWE, and it breaks his heart to see someone like Zayn holding that title. He congratulates the WWE Universe on having a new Intercontinental Champion that looks like a bum, and says he and Vinci are at ringside to make things right. They surround Zayn on the outside, then hop on the apron. Alpha Academy's music hit, and Chad Gable runs out of the ring to even the odds. Vinci and Kaiser hop off the apron. And right now, that is that. Raw continues. We are in the final hour of the show. So we will give you... I'm going to just do it like this, man, because I need to relax. And that's what I'm going to do. Relax, kids. So there you go. This was amazing, to say the least. Fun, to say the most. Let's see. WWE President Nick Khan was recently asked about the reaction from Netflix upon hearing about the sex trafficking lawsuit against Vince McMahon in January. Well, however, the last several years, however, seen McMahon's stake drop dramatically as allegations of sexual misconduct have emerged. As of January 2024, McMahon no longer has a role within WWE beyond that of a stockholder, with news coming just days after it was announced WWE Raw will head to Netflix. Appearing on The Town, WWE Vice President Nick Khan talked through Netflix reaction to the McMahon story when asked if the news emerging prior to the deal would have prevented the two sides from agreeing. Khan doubted that to be the case, but he didn't think it would have helped. Khan then stated that Netflix did not tell WWE to remove McMahon, and reaffirmed that McMahon's only involvement in WWE at this point is through owning shares, which he has continued to sell off. According to the president, the decision to resign as executive chairman came from McMahon himself, but we all know better. Okay. Um, I got a yawn for a second. Okay, there with the yawn, and there with this because. Hey, Keeley. Hey, Chairman. Hey, Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU. Welcome you and all to our new little home. Hey, Matt, Ed, and Eddie. How's it going? Um, I'm doing okay right now. After this, I'm going to ascend to the kitchen to make dessert. Um, I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be good. I had um, I had a little egg sandwich. Yeah. Uh, I had a fried egg sandwich with cheese on it, so I'm doing okay. Let's go to some of the stories that are taking place in sports, shall we? And we shall, because we've had a very busy day here with the eclipse and everything. I couldn't get most of my stuff done anyway because the glasses that I had and everybody had, is my smoke alarm still beeping? Yes, but I'm going to. The batteries are new. The batteries are new. So, let me see if I can't. I don't know if this is going to work. There you go. I don't think you're going to be hearing the beeping because I think I got this to. I think I got this to where you won't be hearing the beeping much. Let's see. Let's for some. Let's give you a little. Thank you very much. I guess I still got to get some new batteries. Hang on for a second. Let me get this back in full here. There we go. Okay. Yes, it's still beeping. I haven't been able to buy any batteries because, frankly, um, I got some around here someplace. I'm still looking for them. So bear with me. I'm still moving stuff in to make this place look good. We'll talk about the eclipse and everything else. Oh, yes, we got some big news. Yes, I hear it. Where is it? Oh, yes. John Calipari is leaving the University of Kentucky for the new head coaching job at the University of Arkansas. Mm-hmm. This is true. We're just trying to get the story up here so I can read it. Then we'll get some more stories and get you ready for a scoreboard. Only a few things in college basketball could overshadow the title game of any NCAA tournament, especially one as anticipated as what we're getting inside State Farm Stadium tonight. But a divorce between Kentucky and John Calipari is definitely high on the list. And here we are. At some point this week, perhaps as early as late today or tonight, if it will reportedly become official that John Vincent Calipari, the 65-year-old Naismith Memorial Hall of Famer, is leaving Kentucky for Arkansas. In a move that is surprising on the surface but totally sensible provided the context. Simply put, this seems like a situation where everybody, at least in theory, will be better off moving forward, like a situation where Arkansas fans and Kentucky fans probably both woke up happy Monday morning, which is not normally how high-profile coaching developments work. Keeley says, I missed the eclipse because I'm stuck in bed. Ouch. The chairman saw 100% of the eclipse today from his view in Virginia. Okay, and Candy Kane, hi. Hi, Candy. How are you? It's been a while. Let's see. More often, somebody feels on the wrong side of things, but not this time. Arkansas is getting what it wants. Calipari, a larger-than-life figure who has undeniably slipped in recent years, but still just assembled and coached a team at Kentucky that was good enough to secure a number 3 seed in the tournament, in the 2024 tournament. And Kentucky is also getting what it wants, specifically a coaching change after 15 years that won't cost the school a single penny of the estimated $33 million would have owed Calipari had it removed him after his season ended with an 80-76 loss to Oakland in the first round of the 2024 NCAA tournament 2 years after his season ended, with an 85-89 loss to St. Peter's in the first round of the 2022 NCAA tournament. It's been a rough stretch at the U of K. Things got awkward and uncomfortable, so much so that when reports initially surfaced Sunday that Calipari was in negotiation with Arkansas, what amounts to Big Blue Nation was celebrating on social media, begging their coach to please move on while creating a scene that would have been unimaginable back in 2015, let's just say, when Calipari was in some ways the king of sport after making 4 Final Fours in a 5-year span and winning the 2012 NCAA tournament. In that moment, Calipari seemed likely to continue operating at the tip-top of college basketball for at least another decade. But then college basketball started to change in a variety of ways. Calipari was slow to that change, and what followed were 9 years of ups, downs, and frankly, disappointments. Evidence being that Calipari still stuck on one national championship despite coaching something close to 1 billion future NBA players between then and now. Furthermore, he's gone 9 straight seasons at UK without a trip to the Final Four, which is unusual for this program that has made 17 Final Fours in its proud history, and disappointing given the amount of talent that has called Rupp Arena home throughout most of the past decade. For all those reasons and more, it was clearly time for Calipari and Kentucky to split up, break up, and see other people. But how? Kentucky either couldn't or didn't want to pay his estimated $33 million buyout to make a change after the loss to Oakland. And who on earth would offer a deal so good that Calipari could reasonably leave these miserable times at UK without also leaving millions of dollars on the table? Arkansas. Yes, friends, Arkansas is the answer. The reported contractual details suggest Calipari will make roughly as much at Arkansas as he would have made in Kentucky, give or take. And he'll have so many name, image, and likeness resources with the Razorbacks that buying players out of the transfer portal or prospects from high school shouldn't be difficult. Bottom line, not only is it reasonable for Calipari to make this move right now, it would frankly be crazy for him not to, given that his family's quality of life in a place they are no longer wanted can't possibly been enjoyable. So John Calipari is off to Arkansas. If you'll give me a couple of moments, we're going to do this. We're going to take a brief break. We got the scores for you coming up. We've also got maybe some news and a few other things. I'm going to see if I can't change on that. So give me a moment. I'll be back. Oh, boy. Okay. There. Okay. What the hell? Just because that's tight. That's tight. Yes, that is tight. That is good. Okay. I don't know what the beeping sound is. Okay. I don't know what that beeping sound is. It's not the fire. It's not the first alert smoke system or smoke alarm. I'll have, when I get this thing cleaned up, I'll have somebody check the alarm system. I don't know what's going on, but I just love the apartment. So if you're hearing beeps, I do apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll try something tomorrow. Hopefully, it won't be too long. Okay, we are at 10:33. We've done our raw report right now, so I think coming up is I just get over there. Okay. Well, anyway, just looking at stuff. Let's go for the scores. Just ignore what's going on. I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's hit the dusty trail. In the NC2A Men's Basketball Championship, UConn leads Purdue early in the second, 39-32. That game on TBS. Let's go now to Major League Baseball. Top of the ninth. Mets lead the Braves 8-6. Bottom of the 10th. Phillies lead the Cardinals 5-3. Men on first and third. Top of the ninth. Astros beating the Rangers 10-5. Bottom of the sixth. Diamondbacks over the Rockies 4-3. End of the fourth. Angels over the Rays 3-0. Top of the third. Cubs lead the Padres 4-0. Another top of the third. Nationals lead the Giants 3-1. In games that are now final, White Sox lose to the Guardians 4-0. Yanks beat the Marlins 7-0. Reds beat the Brewers 10-8. Tigers losing to the Pirates 7-4. Blue Jays over the Mariners 5-2. In the National Hockey League, we got one game still in progress of the two that remain. 4:31 left to play in the opening period. It is the Golden Knights and the Canucks tied at 2. Final in overtime, Maple Leafs over the Penguins 3-2. Let's check some soccer scores for you in Series A in Italia. Inter over Udinese 2-1. In Argentinian Premier Division, it was Deportivo Riestra and Huracan tied at goose eggs, and Godoy Cruz beat Sarmiento 1-0. And that's your scoreboard. Or is it your scoreboard? No, because we got a lot more scoreboard. And you know what? I have always wanted to do the scoreboard very comfortably. So if you guys don't mind, it's time to relax. And that's what I intend to do. I'm going to relax. The beeping's going to stop. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to find out tomorrow when I get back from where I go every morning till about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So here we go. We got more scores for you coming up right here, right now. Let's not wait a moment longer. Let's see here. We gave everything. Yes, we gave everything. You know, I love these recliners. I can just go like this. And see, the chairman said, sorry, I made a mistake. It wasn't quite 100%. It looked like 100% from where I was looking, but apparently it was about 86% eclipse. It looked like 100 to me. Well, it's been one of those days for me, too. Anyway, let's go to the women's friendlies. The international friendlies. South Korea defeated the Philippines 2-1. Venezuela blanked Panama 3-0. Let's see what else. Do we have anything from the good old USA here? I don't think so. I don't think MLS had any games this weekend, or well, somewhere they did. Okay, that's football for you. Okay, that's your football, kids. Or as they're calling it, soccer. And yes, a little relaxing for our little showboat. Yep, I'm giving it a little relax. Yes, friends, it is time to just take it a little easy. That's what we're doing. Okay, let's go to basketball. They're playing basketball all right. We've already given you the NBA scoreboard. In the A-League championship game in Cyprus, Greece basketball. It was AEL over Apollon 99-74. Let's see. In the KBL playoffs, it was Seoul Knights over KCC Aegis. It was KCC Aegis over Seoul Knights 97-77. And of course, we just gave you March Madness' scores. What more can we say? But, okay. Let's get back. Let's go through the standings and see where everybody is at now. We've given you, we're going to give you the NHL standings as of this moment. I don't know where the beeping is from, so don't ask me. Okay, right now, Bruins, Panthers, Maple Leafs, they got the they got the Atlantic Division of the Eastern Conference all sewn up. In the Metropolitan, Rangers, Hurricanes, and Islanders, they're in. And the wild card. And here's the news we've been waiting for, kids. I knew they would come alive. But as of right now, the Tampa Bay Lightning have clinched the first spot in the wild card. But right now, that second spot belongs to the Detroit Red Wings with 84 points. But they have more wins than their next inliners, the Pittsburgh Penguins, at 36-30. But the Penguins are a game up on the Red Wings and the Capitals. Right now, Capitals are at 83 points, Flyers are at 83 points, and the Red Wings and Penguins. This is going to go down to the final day. I just got this feeling, and there you go. Hockey night in Detroit. Okay, let's go to the Western. In the Central, it's the Dallas Stars, Colorado Avalanche, and the Winnipeg Jets. In the Pacific, the Vancouver Canucks, Edmonton Oilers, and the LA Kings. And the wild card, well, this one's going to go to the last one because the Predators and the Golden Knights. Predators with 94 points, Golden Knights with 92. So somebody's going to be a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You bet your bottom dollar on that. So stand by. This is, I do believe, the final week of the regular season. Then the road begins. And if the Wings can hold on, they are back in the playoffs. And hopefully they won't be dumped in the wild card. They can win the wild card in advance. But can we, guys, can we go back? Thank you. For those of you up in the northern part, also known as Canada, let us count how many Canadian teams are in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Okay, here we go. Maple Leafs, Winnipeg Jets, Vancouver Canucks, Edmonton Oilers. That's 4. It's 4 chances for Rogers to get things back in shape. So, folks, this is what's going on in the world. And for us, we go from here to some other little sportages. Let's see what's going on in the world of sports, in the world of entertainment, and in the world we never discuss. Okay, let's go over here to some Uber headlines. Rachel Nichols is celebrating the ousting of longtime ESPN executive. The Spun is reporting that most everybody who knows Norby Williamson knows that this man, well, he wasn't exactly liked. Even Pat McAfee. About a year ago, Burke Magnus was promoted above Williamson to become president of ESPN Content. Sources say that Magnus and Williamson did not share a vision that aligned with ESPN's long-term strategy, and that Magnus made the decision to part ways with the seasoned executive. Nichols, who left the company following the controversy with Maria Taylor, sounded off on Williamson's exit on social media, saying the big line, when good things happen to bad people. She is far from the only former ESPN personality to be sounding off. Ryan Russillo, former ESPN radio host, also had those same echoing comments. And now ESPN has a clean slate, and we hope for the best. Let's see what else. Yes, we must talk about this because it does affect almost everyone. Yes, friends. If I can only find it. Yes, friends. I wish I could find it. No. AEW reportedly this Wednesday night is going to air the CM Punk Jack Perry All-In footage on Dynamite this Wednesday. We're going to find out. And I can't wait to see it. I know you can't either. Okay. University of Toledo has announced plans for merging of 4 colleges into 2. What are they? University of Toledo plans to merge the College of Nursing with the College of Health and Human Services and the College of Arts and Letters with the College of Education. That is all. All right, let's get to it. Paramount could see billions spent to rebuild the company under new leadership, according to reports. Over the last week, news has been flying that Paramount is getting closer to a deal to be sold to or merge with Skydance. This comes as for months now, Paramount has been in talks with multiple companies for a potential sale or merger. This includes talks with Warner Brothers Discovery, Apollo Global Management, and others. Some of these talks have gone well. Others, like Warner Brothers Discovery and Apollo Global Management, have walked away from possible merger with the Mountain. A few days ago, Bloomberg reported that a tentative deal had been reached between Paramount and Skydance for a deal that would see the companies merge and Skydance would take a stake in Paramount. Now, Bloomberg says that if the deal happens, David Ellison will become the new head of the combined Paramount. He also reportedly plans to spend billions to rebuild Paramount. Before this could happen, though, Paramount and Skydance Media would need to merge. This comes after last week, Variety reported that Paramount Global had turned down an offer to sell itself to Apollo Global Management for $27 billion. This offer was reportedly made over the weekend as a cash deal, but Sherry Redstone, the majority owner of Paramount, she also owns the parent company, which is National Amusements. This offer was reportedly made over the weekend as a cash deal, but Sherry Redstone declined to entertain the bid. Exact details of the offer have not been disclosed, but it is reported that the Redstone family, who own a majority of Paramount, are preferring this Skydance deal over other offers. This comes as the New York Times reported this week that Paramount and Skydance Media are getting closer to a deal that would see the two companies merge. According to a report, Paramount and Skydance Media are working on a deal to give Skydance a 30-day window for exclusive talks as the two sides tries to finalize a deal. Exclusive windows are common in talks like this, and this one's no different. Currently, Paramount Global is controlled by media executive Sherry Redstone. Redstone also controls National Amusements, which owns 77% of Paramount's voting shares. Reportedly, the Redstone family is also looking to sell their 77% ownership of Paramount. With that ownership, the Redstone family needs to be on board with any deal, and it has been reported that they are more interested in a deal like this than any other deals, like the offer from Apollo Global Management to buy Justice Studios. Any merger seems to need to be for the full Paramount company to include its cable networks, which includes Nickelodeon, Comedy Central, MTV, and multiple movie theaters. And as we all know, Paramount Global is the parent of CBS and their stations. That's right. Let's see. We got somewhere else to put our little blessed minds at. I think we do. Because we're nearing the 10-minute mark in our entertainment news and everything else. I'm sorry for the constant beeping. I'm going to find out where it is, what it is, and who it is. It's getting a little annoying, yes. Let's go to the little thing we just were talking about a few moments ago. The Young Bucks who are in real life the executive vice presidents of AEW, will present backstage footage from AEW All In on the April 10th episode of AEW Dynamite. As announced on the April 7th episode of Collision, AEW EVPs, the Young Bucks, will present backstage footage from AEW All In and will discuss for the first time on AEW Dynamite. Further details were not provided. It is not clear whether the announcement referred to the incident between CM Punk and Jack Perry at All In. So, now at AEW All In, CM Punk got into a backstage altercation with Jack Perry that led to Punk's termination and Perry's suspension. Punk returned to WWE at Survivor Series in November. Punk publicly shared his side of the story regarding AEW All In an interview on April Fool's Day. Perry has yet to return to AEW. He has been active in New Japan Pro Wrestling in recent months. Perry has claimed that AEW denied his request for a release. This is now we have further update. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful via Fightful Select reports that AEW plans on showing the footage of CM Punk per sources. Sapp writes that the sources say the announcement is genuine. Footage of Punk's incident with Perry was expected to air on the show. The report reiterated that talent and staff who inquired were told that this was the plan. Per Sapp, legalities do not appear to be an issue. Sources believe that the video was enough cause for the company to part with Punk without much of an issue from a legal perspective. We will bring you a full report on this Wednesday night, right here, 10 o'clock, immediately following AEW Dynamite. There you go. Let's see. Yep, we reported that. What else we got? I think that's about it's sort of. Yep. I think that is it. Yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let us do this. How much time we got left? 6 minutes? Let's do this. AEW ESCLUSIVE window with WBD CLOSING. Okay, this may hurt. All of us. Okay, Fightful and every other source is reporting that Tony Khan comments on the negotiation window with Warner Brothers Discovery, which owns Turner Networks, TNT, TBS. AEW has been partners with Warner Brothers Discovery since inception, as AEW Dynamite has aired on a WBD network since premiering on October 2019. The partnership has grown over the years, with more AEW programming being added to the WBD schedule. The media rights to AEW are reportedly up for renewal at the end of this year. John Nason of Wrestling Observer asked Tony Khan on the ROH Super Card of Honor media call when the exclusive negotiation window with WBD, Warner Brothers Discovery, closes. Tony's answer, quote, "I'm not sure that I am able to answer that question. I don't want to endanger anybody who works here or get anybody in trouble. I'm not sure I can say. It's coming up soon. I probably shouldn't say the exact date. I do appreciate you asking that. I probably shouldn't say the exact date. It's coming up pretty soon." AEW has 3 weekly programs, 1 on TNT, 2 on TBS. Elsewhere during the media call, Tony addressed the recent round of AEW ROH releases. And that was just a little bit from Frightful. So are they going to jump? Maybe. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Okay, so we got you an update on that. We got you an update on everything else. What more is there to do except say this? Thank you. Thank you to my friends who have been with me through thick and thin, who have been with me through the bad days, the good days, and days that I wish I could take my life. And there are still days like that, but I learned that with friends, those thoughts never enter my mind. I think about it, but I don't act on it. I'm still a work in progress. And to all my friends, without you, I'm nothing but just dust. I love you guys. I cherish you guys. And I will cherish you all till I walk into the pearly gates. Because if it wasn't for God, I would not have you all checking up on me, seeing if I'm okay, asking me how my day was. All of you. I love you all. And I want to thank you so much. Because without you, this would not continue. I would be nowhere. But I'm in a good place now. I love being here. I'm going to stay here. And there are things I got to do to make damn sure of that. And I'm going to do them tomorrow. But I want you all to know that I love you all. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can never repay you all for what you've been to me, what you mean to me, and everything else. Because they say, with friends, you can beat anything. And tomorrow, it's going to be the first week of that car crash when we got T-boned by a tow truck. And I just want to say, on behalf of myself, my cousin Deborah, I thank you very much. It has been a very interesting ride to where I am at right now. So I feel like I've been renewed by the eclipse. If I have, I thank God for bringing me the best damn power supply I ever needed and I ever wanted. And you are all that power supply. All I can say is thank you all for this second chapter I dedicate to all of you. And I'm not going to disappoint any one of you ever. And with that said, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, 10 o'clock, for another edition of this little show of mine known as Steve Sporty Boss. Love you guys, and I thank you. Good night.